Hello my lovely Virgos, and welcome to your April 2023 reading. I'm Ali and I help people heal through tarot. Oh, that's way too many cards. So we're going to go straight into your reading today. We're going to see how your energy is coming into the month. So we're starting out with the Four of Swords. And it's in the upright, which I love. So the Four of Swords in the upright talks about mental stability, okay? It talks about being in a space of quietness, being in a space of spiritual contentment in some ways, being a little bit more at peace with your mind and at peace at the world, which I love. Now this is also mental clarity as well, which as a Virgo, I know you love a bit of mental clarity. This person almost looks like they're praying in this card. It's an Archangel Michael card for me, that's for sure. They look as though they're sitting in a church praying. For some of you, there might have been some past worries and you've just had like a relief. I'm getting like a relief energy from this, like whew, this is worries fading away. This is meditation, spending quiet time alone, duvet days, those type of thing. This is the energy you're coming into April with, which I love for you, my lovely Virgos. This could be spending quiet time alone with family members as well, despite the fact that he's alone here. Definitely could be spending time with family members, spending time with people that you love, people that care about you. This is also because you and someone else or you and something else are finally on the same page, finally cooperating together in April, and finally working as a team. You also might be manifesting something into your life. We get the Three of Pentacles because this is what I'm talking about here. Now the Three of Pentacles is always three people working together, yes. It does have the element of solid communication, like I said, being on the same page, people working together, which I love for you, and it's in the upright. But for me, it has that triangle, okay, which for me talks about triangulation in a good way, the triangle of manifestation, of manifesting something from the 5D into pentacles, into earth energy, something you can hold in your hands in the 3D. And how do we do that is by connecting our mind, our heart, and our soul. It has to be like a triangulation of mind, body, soul. Okay, mind, heart, soul, body being the heart. So when you try to manifest something, it's important that you feel it and you believe it in all areas. Normally when manifestations are blocked, it's because like deep down in your mind, you don't believe you can have it. Or in your body, there's a disconnect. In your soul, there's a disconnect. It's hard to have your heart and your mind, even just those two, working in unison together sometimes. And it looks like you have cracked it. And that's where we are beginning to see some sort of opening here of manifestation, opening here of cooperation from other people. And for some of you, this could just be like, I'm also getting the image of people all cooking in the kitchen together, making something together. So you might be spending time with your family, and cooking for some of you is important. That's just a weird message for one or two of you. Yeah. Because you are in a sense at the moment of not so much grieving, but kind of just processing past hurts. Okay, some of you might be grieving. Some of you are grieving someone who's passed, a literal grief like that, a loss like that. And for others of you, this is understanding why something didn't work out properly in the past. Getting that emotional clarity with it, because we get the Five of Cups, and fives are the disruptors in the tarot, or the kind of challenger cards in the tarot for me. And the Five of Cups is an emotional challenge. There are 3 cups that have spilled and 2 that are remaining. He is devastated about those 3 cups that have spilled. He is not looking at those 2 cups that are in the upright because he's so upset about the 3 cups that have spilled. This is processing how hurt you are about something. It's admitting to yourself how hurt you are about something. It's processing things from the past, things that you haven't fully processed in the past. I'm also really paying attention. I can't stop looking to this bridge in the back. I don't know why that's significant, because it doesn't always, it looks exactly like a bridge near my house. So I do look at it sometimes, but not all the time. This is definitely an opener, a bridge, some sort of opener or a bridge. Interesting, my lovely Virgos. And that for me is like your challenge card. It is processing what didn't work in the past. Because for me, those 3 cups that have spilled is in some way related to this 3 of Pentacles that is now working. Through something working and something working almost like clockwork for you, you're understanding why these 3 cups spilled in the first place, why you lost something. It is a sad energy, but I kind of feel like it's a past sad energy. It's something you're looking back on. What else do my lovely Virgos need to know in April? What is coming in for my lovely Virgos? I was going to say maybe I need to change decks, but then I've just dropped 2 on the floor. Oops. Because they weren't cooperating and now they are flying. Okay, let's see what these are. We get the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse, and there's your first card in the reverse, and we get the 9 of Wands in the upright. So the 2 of Pentacles in the reverse is juggling, okay? I think it's Jupiter and Capricorn energy. You have been juggling something, or someone else has been juggling something. This could be 2 thoughts. You could be juggling 2 people. You could be juggling a job and a side hustle. You could be juggling a job and a passion, for example, was what I mean by side hustle. You could be juggling 2 things that are equally important to you. Then it goes, and you were doing pretty well at it. Then it went into the reverse and the universe is like, pick a side. Okay, so that side hustle is becoming too much, or your boss is putting too much on you to continue your side hustle. You're going to have to pick one. Even if it's just temporarily right now, you're going to have to choose. You're going to have to choose between these 2 people. You're going to have to choose which direction you're going in, which thought process you're going in. You're going to have to choose. And not only that, but you're going to have to do it in a Pentacles way, which is actually bring it into action. Okay. And then we run into the 9 of Wands in the upright. We run into the energy of this is mine and you will not take it from me. So this comes before the 10 of Wands, which is, do you know what? Take them if you want. I'm done with them. But before we get to that stage, we are in this kind of defensive, not wanting to open up, not wanting to overshare with people type of energy. Now, this is also protecting what is yours, okay? Protecting what is yours, yeah. But for some of you, what was going through my head there intuitively was, for some of you, it's being a little bit too defensive and a little bit too guarded in a situation because of this past hurt that happened with the 5 of Cups. So just be careful that you're not being too defensive, you're not being too not open to being vulnerable. This is asking you to have a look at your boundaries, yes, but it's asking you to have a look at your boundaries in the way of what would love do? That's how I should be asking myself, and that's what I should be asking myself in this situation. We get the Moon card, my lovely Virgos. This is the unknown. So this is a feminine subconscious energy ruled by Pisces. We also have the Moon, which is Cancer's planet. This is about intuition. This is about subconscious knowledge. This is about letting, and this happens during meditation massively, or things literally kind of float up to the surface during meditation to be healed, or to be shown to you. And that's going to help your healing process a lot. With this Moon card, it would definitely be advised to write down your dreams in April. It would be advised to do meditations, focus on things like spirit guide meditations or higher self meditations, being in the here and now, that type of thing. Because that's going to really help to kick off this new teamwork. I want to know more about this teamwork because it's coming up. You're getting like teamwork, people working with you, but you're also sad because it reminds you of why something didn't work in the past. For some of you, this is definitely about love, and I'm very happy I changed decks here because we get the Knight of Cups, who is my favorite Knight of Cups out of all decks because he is not only very good looking, but he's a very well prepared Knight of Cups. What he has going on here You're like, yes, please. This is someone putting the effort into the communication with you. It's the Knight in Shining Armor card. Yep, it's a knight. So pages are messengers. Knights are action. This is someone taking action towards you in a very loving, because it's cups type of way. This is the job offer you can't refuse, or it is someone coming forward with a cup of love. I was going to say an apology, but an apology is more Page of Cups energy. This is a much more, like, this is a grander gesture than just an apology. He's arrived on his white horse, okay? Let's just acknowledge that. He has roses. He's taken off his hat, so he's like very polite there. And on this rug down here, we have some type of bowl. We have a sealed letter, that looks like a love letter. And then we have a basket of wine, and what looks like cherries or something, little red fruits. This is a very well prepared night. This is not someone who has rushed a decision or rushed a date or something. This is very well planned, and it's more than an opener. And I think it's more than what you expect as well from somebody. Somebody is coming forward with a cup of love and cooperating with you. This is you finally getting on the same page with someone. And if this is a work thing, this is you finally getting the offer that you deserve. And this could be something you've been manifesting with that Three of Pentacles. It could be like the step up in commitment, for example, that you have been waiting for from someone. Oof, the energy is all there, my lovelies. I love that. Much more clarity here. Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, taking the blindfold off. This is coming under the Five of Pentacles. So when you take off, when you kind of begin to process and understand why something didn't work in the past, you are seeing the reality and a third truth of a situation. So what I mean by that is, in the past you had your truth, their truth, and then there's always the third truth, which is something in the middle. You are now able to see that third truth in April, and it's helping you to heal. It's helping you to understand where this breakdown in teamwork, or where this breakdown in communication, or where this breakdown in manifestation was coming from. We get the King of Swords. So for some of you, this is big boss energy, yes. Now the King of Swords is an air sign. So you could be dealing with an air sign. The Knight of Cups is a water sign. Now I'm getting quite a softer energy from this air sign energy than I normally do with the King of Swords. So Knight of Cups, we have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And then King of Swords, we have Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. Now, this King of Swords is very knowledgeable because he's the King of Swords. So he's the King of information. He's the King of thought. He's the King of, almost like the King of knowledge, but maybe that would be more like the King of Pentacles is more book knowledge. This is much more of like a wiser energy, life experience type knowledge energy. And as you can see, he has like the communication lines up here that don't look particularly good. It's a cold energy. He's out there in the mountains by himself with an owl, who I've never noticed that owl before, ever. There's lots of different birds and insects and things around him. He looks really comfortable on his own in nature. This could be someone who's really comfortable on their own in nature, or you could be comfortable on your own in nature. Someone who goes for nature walks, who likes snowboarding, or likes camping, or likes trekking, likes hiking, these type of things, likes animals, likes plants. This is that type of energy, knows their way around the forest, you know. You trust them to go walk around the forest with them. But what you don't trust them with sometimes is your heart, because this person can be a little bit give and take with communication. They can be a little bit less connected to their heart energy as they are to their head energy, because they are the King of Swords and they're comfortable with uncomfortable communication. This is you getting uncomfortable with uncomfortable communication. This could also be the boss energy of someone kind of forcing you into making a decision in some way. And this could also be this Knight of Cups energy that can be a little bit as much as it was really wanted and it is beautiful when it comes in, you can be asking yourself, like, why is this such a juggling process? Why is this person sometimes really hot and then really cold? Like, one minute they're so in their emotions and they're able to show up for me, and then the next minute they are like really distant and totally focused on something completely different. Okay. That is something that the King of Swords can do. The King of Swords is also good at putting his emotions in a box, in another box, in another box, and then chucking it in the ocean, because they like to make head over heart decisions. So you could also be making a head over heart decision when it comes to people, when it comes to a job and a side hustle like we were talking about before, because this King of Swords is coming right under the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, I want one last card of the tarot, and then we're going to do some oracle quickly. Yeah, it's this one. Okay, we get the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and it's under the we get the Knight of Wands in the reverse under the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Why is that so hard to say? Yeah, so fire sign energy. I think this is you not feeling particularly comfortable in your skin and not feeling particularly comfortable moving forward. There might be some uncomfortable back and forth, one step forward, two step back type of energy, where you, especially in areas where you feel like you should be further ahead than this. Like, we shouldn't be having this conversation again, or we shouldn't be repeating this cycle again, or I shouldn't be here right now, I should be further forward than this. This is that type of energy, and this could be coming out of the King of Swords, because like I said, someone could be trying to kind of push you or force you into making a decision about something. They could be saying this to you, like, you shouldn't be in this position, or you shouldn't, you know, that's a very King of Swords, King of Air thing to say. This is the energy of not storming forward for a reason, okay? There's a reason that this fire energy is not like moving ahead, okay? And you're discovering why that is or at least why that was in the past. And that's what you don't want to continue. So with this Knight of Wands energy, you're kind of just having that uncomfortable one step forward, two step backs energy. And that's why you're so guarded at the moment with that Nine of Wands being in the upright. Because you don't want to repeat past mistakes, and you don't want to go, you're cautious. You don't want to go flying into this situation. It's almost like this Knight of Cups, this job offer, this person, you feel like almost might be too good to be true. So there's a part of you that's optimistic, but it's optimistically cautious when this comes in. And that's not a bad thing. Just make sure you're not being too guarded, too defensive. Make sure that you're going with what flows, what you resist will persist. We know that. And if you feel as though you're not moving forward fast enough, don't be trying to like push it forward and like, I'm pushing this Knight of Wands into the upright anyway, because it's Aries season, and there's so still, as we move out of Aries season into Taurus season, there's still so many planets in Aries. So it will be affecting you massively, that Aries energy. Okay, we're going to choose an oracle card for you guys. Oracle card for my lovely Tauruses. We get peace. There's our little spiritual egg. I love that. This is some well-needed peace. And that again goes back to that Four of Swords we had at the very beginning, that we spoke about manifesting. We spoke about meditation, as well, about spending quiet time alone, about being peaceful, about letting information come to you kind of through some weird and wonderful ways with that Moon card. And that's going to happen when you are in that peaceful state, okay? We also get a dove in this, which is a little ode to love. And that peace is all being surrounded by this egg, which has been in the same deck in the New Life card that cracks open. But there's a new beginning. This is number 23, which also adds up to the number 5. So for me, that's related to your Five of Cups. You're finally getting some peace. You're getting closure. That's the word I've been looking for your whole reading. Closure. Finally, some closure on a situation for you guys, my lovely Tauruses. No, that's not it. What else do we need to know, my lovely Tauruses? No place like home. Interesting. This could be someone who feels like home to you. Some of you are considering moving homes, yes. Some of you are going back home, and this is like a childhood sweetheart energy. But for a lot of you, this is someone that feels like home. Someone that feels like home to you. No place like home. I love that. And like I said, there could be some duvet days on the horizon for you, my lovely Tauruses. And it's number 50, another 5. There's so many changes. Who else got this energy? Have I been calling you Taurus for like the last 5 minutes as well? When you're Virgo. That's why. There's been so many Taurus cards in this. That's why I keep saying Taurus. You have Taurus. I told to look out for the number 5 because almost every card's like 5, 5, 5, 5. Every card added up to 5. This is happening again in your reading. I mean, it's a very different reading from Taurus, don't get me wrong, but you could be dealing with a Taurus. What else do my lovely Virgos need to know? Treasure Island. You are on your way to something. You're on your way to something, and you know you're on your way to something better. You're on your way to, and I'm getting such an itchy nose for that. You're on your way to your treasure island. We have a little turtle here, and I learned something really interesting about turtles yesterday and about the astrological calendar and how something to do with their shells perfectly mimic the astrological calendar and women's menstrual cycles. So there's something about that there because it's popped into my head. But yeah, you're on your way back home, back to a person, back to a situation. You're on your way back to closure. This little turtle is swimming into that home, is what it looks like to me. That's what it looks like. The little turtle is like swimming into the home. He's going from water into air, swimming into the hole, and it's 9. So it's things coming into fruition. And yeah, it's your treasure chest. It's got love coming out of it. It's something that you're going to hold dear. That's where you are on your way to. Treasure Island. I love that for you, Virgos. Sorry for calling you Tauruses for so long. I don't know how long I was doing that for, but I think it was quite a while. Ah, yeah. Some of you are definitely dealing with a Taurus, so you have some Taurus in your chart. Interesting. Okay, my lovelies, we are going to leave it there. No, we're not actually, because I'm so disorganized today. We're going to pull 1 or 2 love cards. We get very soon. Clearly decide what you want so that it can come to you very soon, come to you quickly. That's your treasure island. And that's why you, like when you're manifesting, you will get clarity. You will get to know what you need to know. Separation. This could be someone you're in separation with or have separated from, or just right now your communication is separated. That is also an energy here. And we get keep an open mind. Interesting. I think Taurus got this card. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. For some of you, release your ex. Ooh, that's that 5 of Cups in the reverse, that closure card. The time has come to clear your energy. Release your ex. Wow. What an interesting reading, my lovelies. Thank you so much for listening, Virgos. If you'd like a private reading with me, the link everything is in the description box. Subscribe to the channel if you would like to hear more from me, please. And don't forget to like the video if it resonated with you. Leave a comment if you like. I get back to everyone, obviously, because it's such a small channel. Yeah. Most importantly, thank you for listening and sharing this space with me today. Namaste.